Hello, this is Pastor Dennis Martin with Wisdom in the Pulpit. As a little boy growing up, I remember and recall people that got involved in fights that they had nothing to do with. Sometimes they were just standing by, but somehow they got dragged into the fight. I remember as a little boy when somebody would be standing around and two people were about to get in a fight. They really didn't want to fight, but then there was an instigator or someone standing around that would put a stick on one shoulder and say, if you bad, let the baddest one, the first one, if you bad, knock the stick off. And sometimes neither person would knock the stick, but the other person would take your hand or your arm and knock the stick off, and you two would end up fighting. And they were standing around looking. They were instigating. You were not really wanting to fight. You didn't want to fight, but they sort of set it up for you to fight. Well, I want to share with you today wisdom in the pulpit. You know, so often we use the pulpit as a place where we fight, and we fight one another. We say things toward one another. We throw shade, whatever you want to call it, we do it. Sometimes we are fighting other people, and rather than encouraging people to get it together. You know, sometimes we have to learn not just to be the peacekeepers, we have to be the peacemakers. Sometimes we've got to be the one to go to our brothers and sisters and say, there's a different way to handle this. There's a different way. Not to encourage people to get in the pulpit and fight. Not to encourage people, they mess with you and I come to help you out, I'm going to tell them off. No, that's not our job. Our job is to get peace between brothers and sisters. Our job is to speak to them, to help them to come together. And we've got to use more wisdom in the pulpit. People are watching us, people are looking at us, and people are saying if they can't get it together, if they can't do it right, then we can't do it right. And so we want to be able to encourage one another to do things the right way, do it the proper way, do it the Bible way, be biblical about the way we deal with conflicts and matters. And so I want to encourage you today with wisdom in the pulpit. Let's let God use us to bring about peace. Peacemakers, peacekeepers, let's bring the brethren, let's bring the sisters together, and let's say, let's do it a different way, because I believe God will anoint us and use us in the pulpit to bring about peace and harmony. This is wisdom in the pulpit, that we may minister to those from the pulpit.